Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Albert, and you have now entered into the Hangout. And Black intelligentsia is on the rise, and you don't want no problem with the intelligence of those guys. Believe that. Believe that. Believe that, people. We got a nice topic here this Sabbath morning. We're going to deal with something the elder, the old schooler, Rasan Delay, inspired. I listened to his video, one of his latest, and it stated that, the Hebrew Israelites was right. There were demons in Kemetic, something like that. Go check the brother out. Let me see. Lighting still ain't good. I ain't do my post production, so I gotta set up my lights and stuff. I got inspired, and I was like, I'm going in on this subject this morning. There we go. We got some light. You know what I'm saying? I ain't built my studio yet. It's too bright, so we put the globe over it. Now the lighting is good. Cut the camera off again. Got a couple things I got to do. Saturday morning, so I'm really up chilling. But people, the topic for the day is Kemetic Neo-paganism, straight black pride, Nuwaubians, and the Zulu nation. The African-centered mind state, right? The African-centered mind state. These are three, organizations in the African-centered community. We know what straight black pride is. We know who Nuwaubians is, right? And we know about the Zulu nation. And as the alchemy has been, or the alchemists have been trying to, bring conscious community and the hip hop community for us to rap battle scene together, then it's only make for nice unification conversation here. The Zulu nation represents hip hop at its most purest form, I would say. You got Africa Bambaataa, DJ Cool Herc, so on and so forth. If y'all understand how in the Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, pretty much the birthplace of hip hop kicked off, then you already know. So we had the brother Malik on here talking about the Zulu nation a while back. I wish he was around now, because I would like to speak to him about these allegations that's on Africa Bambaataa now. But Kemetic Neo-paganism. Y'all also know the brother Pit Boss been over here. Shout out to Pit Boss. And we've been putting paganism on Sinetta, Polite, and all the rest of them over there for a mighty long time now. Basically since the beginning of the year, as I stated yesterday. Black liberation theology, Pan-Africanism, and Black nationalism has been on the table all year. It's been a hectic, productive year, people. But let's get into it, right? Straight Black Pride organization started by Irritated Genie. We know the pitfalls of, bringing him up and anything to do with the community, seeing the conspiracy was in, seeing that the conspiracy was in with the brother when he first came into the community. He grabbed a topic, though, like straight black pride for the African-centered people, bringing it back to, being straight, not homosexual, being black, right? Not anything else, and having pride in being straight and being black. It was a great title. He's touched on a lot of things. He did Dr. Wilson defense. He came up with the defense for her when she was being attacked after she passed by homosexual advocates over the internet, right? So we know that he fights for straight black pride from an African-centered mindset. He said homosexuality is not an African mindset or concept. I would disagree, right? Because whatever it is in this world started with the fathers and the mothers of the world, which is the African, right? If you're going to claim conception to everything, then you might as well claim conception to that. But like I said, Rasan Delay, the brother inspired this. Go check out his channel once again. I want to show that. But this is just to wake the conversation up, people. So don't think I'm gonna go in, because I'm really waiting for some brothers to wake up and we really go in on this conversation. So this is just a spark, right? So we got Irritated Genie with straight black pride. We have Dr. Malachi Z. York with the Nuwaubians, right? We know his history and his story, right? Pedophile, you know what I'm saying? African-centered mindset, building pyramids in Georgia, fighting over land grants and all of that type of thing. A lot of money, a lot of influence, a lot of hip-hopers in his, in his organization. You know what I'm saying? Jazzo, this, that, and the other. But at the same time, these hip-hoppers who was birthed through the conception of hip hop, Africa Bambaataa, and Cool Herc, so on and so forth. We could deal with the hip hop history a little later. Like I said, it's just to spark the conversation and let people know I woke up and I'm on it. Even though it's the Sabbath day, we're gonna tie it into the biblical aspect too, right? Do not like the Egyptians. And when he tell you don't do that, then he tell you what not to do. And the things that he the God of the Bible states to Moses through protocol, he tell us not to do certain things. We're going to get into that later. Like I said, hopefully people wake up, see this video, and hit me in the inbox and be like, Carl, I'm ready. Let's go in. Because a lot of people should be ready to go in on this subject, right? But you got to start it somewhere. And I ain't really ready for it. I really want to bring some more mindsets into it. So, Malachi Z. York, pedophile, locked up for life, so on and so forth. People say he didn't do it. Africa Bambaataa, Nuwaubian, leader of the Zulu nation, founder of the Zulu nation, to stop violence and gang violence and different stuff on the streets of New York. We spoke about this, like I said before, on the channel. People, rappers, Zulu, Nuwaubian, homosexuality, Kemetic, paganism, worshiping unks and so on and so forth, statues of Bess, yes, former Nuwaubian Unkakek from the Amin-Ra squad and the rest of the Nuwaubians from out of that camp. I need Lexley Vortex right now. You know what I'm saying? I got to wake the brothers up, man. I know I'm early in the morning. I'll be on it. Man, we got to go in on this. You know what I'm saying? So, people, you got to stay tuned. You got to stay tuned. I got to bring some more people in. We got to have some fun with this one. I don't want to take credit alone. See what's up with Lex. See if he woke. He probably sleep. Boy.
Oh,
Lex Lee Vortex. Peace, man. We on air.
peace. What's good?
Man, Kemetic Neo-paganism, right? Straight Black Pride, Nuwaubian, and the Zulu Nation. Bambata. And I just talked about and sacrificing the best and all of that. And the different things that, you know what I'm saying, this topic provokes, right? So, you know, if you would like to chime in right now, because I want to get some people together and have a panel on this. But I was like, if Lex up, I'm gonna hit this brother up. You got any thoughts on this, my brother?
Well, real brief, man, Kemetic. There's a couple of respectful Kemetic camps. The only person that I've come across that really has any type of system to any type of Kemetic that we can call Kemetic science is a man named Ra Ulefa Ahmed. He wrote the book, volume, Meta 1, 2, and 3. He has a divination, using the netters,
you breaking up some, bro. You breaking up some.
Yeah, I was just saying he has a divination system. He has, he put together something you can actually practice. And, besides that, the Kemetic stuff we know is nothing but, it's nothing but a pseudo fad. It's just something you wear as a fashion. It's nothing to practice, and most of the guys out here, that's just a fashion show. Maybe get a arm tattooed on you, say Hotep, and live sexually free, and you're basically from practicing Kemetic science. No laws, no guidelines, and just bashing religion probably because you out here doing whatever you want, and the so-called religions that you're bashing,
prohibits that.
They say that again.
Prohibits that type of action. You can't do it. It say don't do it.
Right, or it messes with your conscience. You don't want to hear it. So man, the whole Kemetic thing is, it's whack, bro. For most of them, and we've seen the fruit, which is nothing, basically. All of the revolutionaries came out of the Abrahamic faith, in terms of black liberation theology in America for black people. That's just the facts. You can't get around that. Some people will get around it. You got the RBG dudes. They got this new thing they call Khalid Muhammad their prophet. Prophet and Khalid, but the truth is Khalid Muhammad had a prophet to him, and his name was Elijah Muhammad. So,
I know I called you,
right,
off the whim, but this is what I'm on today. This is what I'm on this morning, and I'm gonna take it even as I said. With Sean DeLay, I might try to reach him this morning. He woke up this conversation when he said the Hebrew Israelites was right, that there was demons in Kemet, and he was using scriptures like I like to use and what I used on the Kemetic people for us. The Bible said, don't commit these homosexual acts, but it didn't say it because they was already doing it. It was saying learn out the way of the Egyptian and stuff. So it gave you laws, statutes, and commandments to go against those things that was actually taking place in Kemet.
Oh yeah. Hey man, it was wicked. Let's just be real, man. That's why you see these same wicked dudes they got the same spirit, man. America is Kemet or Cameron, whatever you call it. I'm not saying everybody there, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much they was drunk with power and imperialists, man. Anytime you see someone reign for 3,000 years, you know, man, they gonna get corrupt, man. And this is why you see them erecting these major temples and sites, man. This was vainglory. No one, and what they became was intellectual barbarians. You know, just like the guys today. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's the same spirit. It's a spirit, you know. They're intellectually, but spiritually, intellectually, you know, intellectual giant spiritual midgets. And so, you know, they don't talk about the conquest that Egypt went on. You know what I mean? They conquered people. They enslaved the Nubians, you know, and
yeah, but I'm just trying to bring it up to modern times and really talk about it and deal with it, because you have the Nuwaubians that say they represent that, you know, they deal with the Masonic stuff, you know, they do polite dealing with the eye paint, Shaka Utmost dealing with the eye paint. Shaka Utmost look more like an Egyptian than polite, but polite also represents that and look. He's a different look, but he's the same thing. So Shaka got the ponytail. He wear the eye makeup. Polite don't wear the ponytail. We know he going bald, but you know he hadn't chose to grow the little hair out the side and stuff. You know, so you know you have these modern day people that said, well, it wasn't no homosexuality in Kemet, but yet we know the tearing of the nuts out, and Shaka Utmost talking about he wanted to tear what's my man Wesley Muhammad nuts out and all this homosexuality today and yesteryear. So it's like I want to have this conversation and I want to bring people in and I'm gonna ask questions to make sure we all stay on the same on one accord and stuff, and even go to the Bible with it, getting a little feedback. So wake your butt up, man, and get yourself, you know, situated so we can come back in an hour or two and really get in on this conversation.
Yeah, man, you call me. I just getting up, but I'll hit you up. It's a good conversation, man. Let me hit you right back.
All right, and if you got somebody else, wake them up, and we gonna go in.
All right, bro.
All right, peace.
Peace.
So people, I'm waking them up this morning. It's the Sabbath day. We going in on homosexuality. We going in on the African centered mindset. It should be straight black pride, but why wasn't it straight black pride in its conception? When it was conceived, why wasn't this being preached and masculinity and being a man pushed in the community back in those days with the elders, with the Dr. Benz, the John Henry Clark, the George G.M. James, and the so on and so forth? We know that Khalil Muhammad was the epitome of like manhood, Malcolm X, the figures that we revere today and love so much, but yet it's so many others that don't exude that manhood, that pride, that irritated Jeannie said need to be in the community for a straight black pride. So tell a friend to tell a friend, wake up, we about to go in. We need to go in. Before 12 o'clock, we gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wake some more people up. And I'm starting to get enthused now. I really want to go in. So wake up, people. You know, don't nothing happen to a sleeper but dreams, basically. You know, and if your dreams doesn't consist of doctrine ruling everything around you, then I don't know what you're dreaming about, because doctrine rule everything around me, you know. So we gonna go in, people. I'm just building the buzz for it. I put it in a couple groups. I put it in a couple inbox with a bunch of African centered mind people and stuff. So the buzz should be on. Give about 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be 9 o'clock, so 11 o'clock. The buzz should be on. People should be waking up. I'm gonna hit some inboxes up. I'm gonna make some phone calls, and we gonna come back. I'm gonna have them homosexual scriptures in the Bible, and I'm gonna beg and plead for the Kemetic community to bring out their anti-homosexual, you know what I'm saying, text. Where is it? I haven't seen it yet. It doesn't exist for as I know. So, you know, the Kemet and Israelite thing, I'm not trying to start it up. Remember, Sinetta got Zion and said he about to debate. Nasi then came back and stole on polite. So, I mean, I'd rather have in-house wars with the Israelites and get some of our stuff straight in-house, but we know they running. They don't want to fix their house or our house, however you want to say it. And it is what it is. So I might as well go in on this morning. And yes, it's the Sabbath day, and we're going to bring out those scriptures, and we're going to bring out that point of view. Like I said, I might even try to get the brother Rashawn to lay on. We finna have a panel, and we finna get down. We just going to talk like regular men, but from a biblical perspective, condemning, you know, acting like the Egyptians and resurrecting fallacies all over the place. And fallacy worship, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got a Hebrew Israelite that was worshiping that phallus there for a long time too. That's why we needed to get back to Pan-Africanism and Black nationalism and, you know, Black liberation theology, because it's like people start worshiping the phallus all over. So, people, let's have some fun. Wake somebody up, tell them Israel doctrine going in on York, on Bambaataa, and getting that irritated genie for not going in on it. Tazariak, don't you got a picture with Africa Bambaataa? Didn't you just do the no homo lecture? Man, y'all got some stuff y'all need to address in NYC, because this going down in NYC, ain't it? This New York state of mind, your state of mind. No, your state. So is this the Afrocentric New York state of mind? It might be the title of the next show. You know what I'm saying? The Afrocentric New York state of mind, and how it's spreading across the nation. Y'all know the brother from Star and Buck Wild, the brother Star, he got a S Hot 97. I forget his name. I'm about to go look up the video now. He actually had a couple of the victims of Bambaataa on there, and they sounded just like those that was being robbed by Polite. Like, yeah, you know, he gave me oral sex. I seen pictures in a photo album, you know, what's those that you used to fan? Polaroids, and a photo album of youngsters with their pants down, and he was saying who had the biggest in the Zulu nation and who had the smallest, you know, documenting his victims and stuff. Now, this is alleged. I don't know it to be true, but it's like, how the hell is New York City, the hip hop community, straight black pride, the Nuwaubians, and the Zulu nation not coming out, speaking on these things and condemning homosexuality in the black community? We know straight black pride do it, but I haven't heard nothing as of yet. I might Google it in the next 2 hours. I haven't heard nothing yet from Irritated Genie about Bambaataa and the Zulu nation and its Nuwaubian ties. It's Alex, however you say it, Crowley, you know, reincarnation in the black man. From York to Bambaataa, this, that, and the other. You know, is this not sex magic? You know what I'm saying? Practiced by Kemetic people, this and that. These things got to be brought up, people. These things got to be talked about. I ask better questions sometimes than give statements. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get the people on here that can make the statements, and then I could throw my little jabs in. So prepare, people. I see, what, 4 people online. Only one person tuning in. So yeah, it's still too early, but we gonna wake it up, people. Don't worry about it. You know, we talked about it dealing with the Masonic stuff, the Gasonry. Shout out to Chris Wilson. You know, the Gasonry in the community. You know what I'm saying? You know, the rituals and stuff you got to do when you go into, you know what I'm saying, the Masonic Lodge. Then you got the fraternity stuff. Well, you Greek now, and what did Shaka Utmost say? You know, if you Greek, we already know what you're doing. So I mean, who else do you need to hear from a Shaka Utmost itself saying you being Greek? Then you homosexual. Who else would know to the extent that he knows? What did them Greeks learn down there in the priesthood? You know what I'm saying? When they went and got all this theist stuff that Unc said he's not a component of, he anti-theist. You know, he's atheist. He don't say he a straight black atheist. You know what I'm saying? He don't say he's a straight black atheist. He say a real black atheist. You know, a real straight black atheist is something he probably should start using in the future. Unc, I just renamed you, man. Straight black pride, black fist. But people, I'm laughing and having fun because this is about to get interesting. We're going to go in real talk in a little bit. Peace.